Hi, for our world presentation, we have decided to pick the movie The Flash, which cast the controversial main character Ezra Miller, and how this backfired. Warner Brothers Production Film was the company that produced this movie. It was directed by Andrew Machete, produced by DC Comics, DC Entertainment, and New Zealand Film Commission. Warner Brothers Pictures is an American production and distribution company. The studio is a flagship producer of live-action feature films. Warner Brothers organization is worth around $25.39 billion. The specific brand in this example is The Flash and DC Comics.
The Flash, a fictional superhero who appears in not only comic books but also movies and TV shows, is played by Ezra Miller in the 2023 film, who's been charged for disorderly conduct, harassment, and a multitude of other issues. This makes one question why they would still choose to cast him in the film, even when they went in with the intention of having no PR. To add on to that, Warner Bros. Didn't even make it apparent about what was going on with Ezra behind the scenes, the charges that he was going through, as well as the mental health issues. The organization's goal was to have The Flash be a non-PR driven film. The organization deemed it would be best to be silent with any PR strategy in hopes people would talk about it less and focus on other things. They hoped that with no talk in the movie, it would perform better in theaters and streaming services due to the issues related to Ezra Miller. However, this did not work.
This is significant in our society because Warner Brothers Pictures did not care about the allegations or heat surrounding Ezra Miller and still chose to cast him as the Flash and release the movie, doing this with the hopes that other people would also not care. This showcases the way some people view sexual assault and other allegations or charges in our society. How this company and man had the intentions of making money off this production regardless of any actions previously. Although Ezra was not charged with burglary till 2022, and the movie being filmed in 2021, Ezra was caught on video in 2020 choking one of his fans outside a bar before this movie was shot. He was still chosen to play the Flash. However, it backfired on Warner Brothers, and our society proved to care much more than they would have hoped, and this was a fail.
This movie, which would have been an extremely PR driven movie, as it is a big superhero blockbuster movie, wasn't promoted at all. Frequent fans of DC, moviegoers, or anybody of that age was not aware what was going on. The Flash that they had all admired was actually facing a variety of abuse and grooming allegations since 2020, but Warner Bros. Chose to ignore or downplay Miller's actions because they liked the movie so much. This is an addiction of the wider responsibility to their audiences and a very useful case study of who industry insiders believe are and are not worthy of protection.
With this said, The Flash within itself was a failure. For three primary reasons, being that there is financial loss, the box office performance, and public perception. Looking at the financial loss, Warner Brothers themselves did lose $200 million, indicating a financial failure. Additionally, their box office performance was described as a box office bomb, which signifies a failure in terms of public reception and ticket sales. Furthermore, their public perception is very poor, being that Ezra Miller has been known for having such allegations of harassment, and the failure at managing the public perception and casting him in such a lead and serious role did create a very negative view of Warner Brothers. If we had been hired to do the public relations for this show, to try and help mend the situation, we would have begun by doing a thorough risk assessment and address the controversies, do a comprehensive crisis communication program that helps highlight the transparency and have a strategic message. And we would advocate for addressing controversies head on rather than without a PR team as previously done. In the height of the case, we'd implement the crisis communication plan to have a clear and honest information about what's going on. We'd also engage key publics through controlled media release, interviews, and social media so people know that we are dedicated towards honesty. And we'd collaborate with the production team to emphasize quality and merits and the good parts of this movie.
To change the outcome for how Warner Bros. Reputation will maintain positive and trustworthy reputation, we would recommend implementing ongoing PR efforts to rebuild trust and reshape public perception. We could showcase the steps taken to address concerns, possibly involving community engagement or philanthropy, to demonstrate a commitment to positive social impact. We could also establish a long-term communication strategy that aligns with the organization's values and includes ongoing dialogue with key stakeholders.
Thank
Our
you.